I was looking at a weird email. Spam. Report spam and unsubscribe. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something a little bit different. If you have a portfolio that you're looking for a job or to get clients, let's look at it. Let's talk about it. And when I say let's talk about it, let's like talk on the phone. So that's like my Google Voice number. So we can like actually have a conversation about it rather than me just taking the pen. I mean, we'll do both, but if you're interested. Sergio, what's up, man? How's it going? Please check my portfolio. I'd love to. I don't have the link. All right, so the email, just grindreel@gmail.com. Just send it there. And then call me. Actually, call me first. Send me the portfolio. And then we should be good. Or do both. I don't know. Let's figure it out. What is Google Voice? What's the name of the background music? Sarah the Instrumentalist. It's this. Should pretty chill. It's pretty good music. Recommend. It's copyright free. Any advice on how to get a paid internship? All of your internships should be paid, so you should just look for a paid job. Like, internships are a meme. There's no difference in skill level between internship, junior, entry level. No difference. You're going to be doing the same thing. Just look for a regular full-time job and negotiate part-time. You can do that. It's not illegal. Can I do with resume? No, we're not doing resume. We're just doing straight up portfolios. We'll do resumes, maybe another stream, but we're doing like one-on-one consultation with Josh. I'm only going to do it for like an hour because these things can take some time, but it should be pretty value added today. So if you guys enjoy, please hit the thumbs up. Well, when's the e-commerce course going up? I got a lot of stuff going on right now behind the scenes of YouTube, so I'm working on it. Nobody has called the number. Wait, that's because I'm on Do Not Disturb. My fault, stream. Hope you guys are doing well. How much time does it cost to eat a Node.js versus an Angular? I think Angular probably a little bit more crunchy. Not sure. All right. I'm ready. How was your day? I just got back from doing leg day. So, pretty good. How much can I earn from Android apps? How many users can you get? That's the real question. I guess we'll just answer questions until somebody calls with the portfolio they want to talk about. You should analyze and critique HR Lady's resume. It's actually really good. It's so good that she has it on the store. You can go check it out if you want. How do you know so much about different tech languages, social media? I do it all day. It's my whole life. Do we send the portfolio over a phone number? No. So like send the portfolio to grindreel@gmail and then call me. Tell me how much it is. How much is a research internship worth? I don't know what you're researching. I don't know what their budget is. Too vague. Can't tell. You gotta ask for big bucks, basically. You can't just go to a job and be like, just accept the first thing they throw at you just because it's... No. I don't do that. I would call, but I don't think my office overlords would approve. I'll actually give the phone to them. I'll talk to your office overlords. I'll tell them what's up. I'll ask him, did he have his morning serving of corporate Kool-Aid? I'm putting up my portfolio real quick. Happy to answer your question. I don't know. This is a new thing we're trying. So instead of me just roasting with the pen and the pencil, we're like, let's talk it through. Like me and somebody else, let's talk it through. Like if I was sitting down with you on a one-on-one, this is what I would advise you to do. I think this is going to be good. How to call? It's a phone number. It's right there, next to my sock microphone. I'm not just gonna look. You gotta call. We gotta do both. No, we're not doing resumes. Just portfolios. If you're trying to get clients and you're wondering how to do it, let's talk about that too. You got freelance questions? Let's talk about it. You got business questions? Call me. Let's talk about it. Are you making corporate Kool-Aid for sale? It might be in the works. What do you think of coding interviews? That's too vague. Whiteboards? That's a meme. Whiteboard interviews a meme. Miss me with that. But happy to have you guys here today. Coffee or tea? Okay, no problem. Buy a Mac for web dev? No, just use the Windows. It's all good. You can do everything on Windows and can do on Mac. 100% ethically sourced sock. Yes. What should we master for freelance? Sales. Sales and marketing. I got an associate's degree. Should I apply for jobs that require experience? Yes. Apply for everything. Just because a job says it has experience requirements, like I wish I could just change. Okay. Let me say this. Think about the definition of a requirement on an application. Like let's just change the definition of what requirement means. Think about that word as this would be nice. Just whenever you see the word requirement, just change this would be nice. Just read it like that. This would be nice. Doesn't mean you're breaking the law if you apply with it and you don't have it. Let me just give a little cheers. I got my Coke Zero Vanilla. Thank you, chat. Thanks for being here today. What do you think of logical reasoning preliminary exams to get an interview? They're just behavioral tests, right? Hit or miss. Why did you leak your number? That's Google Voice, fam. That's not my number. How's that leaking it if I put it in big, bold numbers? Where should I send it? You got it at grindreel@gmail.com. Down there in the description. I should put both. Okay, let's do both. Copy this. Let's paste it. And I'll drag that up, right? And then... there. So this is what we'll do. We'll submit to the email and then call the phone number and tell me the subject of the email that you sent. And then we'll do it. What's the best type of interview in your opinion? Take home test if you got to do code stuff. Take home test. Don't make me come into the office and do a 5-person interview. There's no reason to do that. Do it over a Skype call. JavaScript or Python. Whatever gets the job done, man. You got to be language agnostic. You got to be... I wish there was a language called, like, hustle language. Because that's, like, what it really comes down to. Getting the job done. This isn't a channel about, like, optimizing your code and all that stuff. This is a channel about getting down to business and getting things done. Entrepreneurship. Good to see you too, Istam. Hope you're well. What do you think about real estate investing? I'm actually doing a little bit of that right now. Maybe I'll make some vlogs of it or something. I'm kind of redoing my house right now. I've been working on a redo in my bathroom. Probably gonna rent this house out, try to refinance, and then go get another house, and then go get another house, and do some Meet Kevin home equity loans. Hustle script. Yeah, that'd be good. Direct call or what's that? Just. Oh, we got one. We got one, boys. All right, hold.
Call from. Okay, I've sent the caller's voicemail. Goodbye.
Hello? Okay, well, they hung up. That's all we got. Didn't even ring. Bro, I only know data structures and algorithms. How can I land a job? You can't. Not with that sort of spam. Joshua, coffee or tea? No way to call us Skype or Discord? Maybe we'll do this again, and then we'll do like Discord. You join the Discord, I'll drag you into the chat or something. Called but said you're not available. Probably because someone else was calling at the same time. Do you plan to start a company? Yeah, you usually make an LLC for each property that you buy, but I already have a company right now. It's called Grindr. It's a digital media. People think YouTube isn't a business. YouTube is a business. This is content creation. It's a business. Yo, you spam get banned, bro. Audio is low. Audio is pretty high on mine. It's maxed out, bro. Doing college and working at a SaaS company at the same time? Yeah, definitely. Go for it. Always have a side hustle. Company's not going to like it, but it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got one.
Call from.
Welcome to the stream. How can I help?
Yeah, Josh, actually, I am trying to freelance, and the big problem, like, I'm trying to freelance for the first time, and I don't know how do I manage the hosting. So, do I buy a huge hosting for which I have unlimited bandwidth or unlimited storage, or do I buy individual hosting for each and every client?
What's more pragmatic for you? Like, how much money do you have in the bank to do that? Like, do you have that money up front to buy giant hosting, or do you just want to play it cheap and go one by one?
Like, I don't have anything right now. Like, what I was planning, like, the money I'll get, I will just buy a big hosting, and then any future client I will get, I'll just put in that hosting. I don't know.
That
Like,
doesn't
which would
seem
be better.
I would start small. Just go individual at first, and then later put them all on a lump sum of hosting once you have a few clients that need to be hosted.
Yeah. So is it the case that I need to make different email IDs for different clients so that I register each and everything?
I mean, they should. It depends on how professional they want to look. That's really what it comes down to. You could do like forwarding. You know, you could use G Suite, right? That's what I do. G Suite's pretty easy to set up for email.
That's why.
As long as you have the domain.
Yeah, like I'm asking them to buy a domain, and I'm trying to handle the hosting by myself so that I just get the passive income every month.
Yeah, so if hosting costs you
Instead of
$5 a month, like that's how much the service costs, you charge them $20 a month because you're setting it up, you're doing it. That's the price of business.
Yeah, that's the maintenance thing. Like they could just ask me to add some, like I had a question, like if they ask me to add some major features, so should I just charge them or different money for the regular maintenance, or should I just tell them that
There's a difference between maintenance and feature requests. You gotta outline that. So like when you do the freelance, you gotta say this is what you're gonna get up front. This is the end of the project. When it's done, it's done. You can have regular maintenance, but feature requests will be considered as separate projects. That's what you say.
yeah, I get it.
Then you charge individually again for separate projects.
Yeah, so I watched your live streams, and I tried your method of opening up Google Maps and just finding local places where who needs a website. So when I was searching here in my city, almost no one has a website. So it was a plus point for me just to call them at the first place, or even go to visit them. Like one was very near to me, so I just visited them and asked them. And at the first place, they are like they don't want it, but then I explained it that why their business needs a website, and it's convinced, and so they will just tell me the decision by tomorrow.
Cool. Keep doing that. Don't wait on them. Get more clients. Get more and more and more and more. A lot of people need to think about it.
Yeah, I would just prefer to get more clients in the US, like because if I get from there, so it would be a great amount in India.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you definitely can call here, just like you could there. Just gotta work on that communication.
Yeah.
Mainly. Anything else?
Yeah. No, that's all. Thank you.
All right, man. I hope it helped.
Yeah, thanks, bro. It helped a lot.
That's it. All right, there was that one. Hold on. HR lady in the background. She's doing work things. I'm gonna close my door. One moment. Don, the developer, just put that on hold for a minute. All right. We're back. So if you send me your portfolio or whatever you want to like look at it, just call me. We'll pull it up. Okay. What up, Blake? I'm learning digital marketing and front end. Do you think it'll be useful? Yes. Will I have a competitive advantage over others? Yes. If you learn digital marketing and you can market a product, that's great, because that's the most important skill. Marketing and sales are the most important skills. Then comes the actual product. I know. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's how it works. Start a new Data Engineer 365 channels. Thanks for helping the tech community stay safe. Hey, thanks, dude. Thank you for the 5. You don't have to do that. I hope you're doing swell. Good luck on the channel. If you need any advice, just email me. Thoughts on ethical hacking? I mean, it's ethical hacking, right? You're doing it for the greater good, but good luck convincing people when you send them an email that says, hey, look at all these vulnerabilities I found. I promise I'm not going to do anything. Just wanted to help. I promise. Imagine. Like, that's where you're at. Calling what's that? I don't know. That's the number. Call the number. I have a portfolio. Wait, I don't have a portfolio because I'm a student. You gotta make one. What do you think about teaching at a university as a side hustle? Yeah, I mean, that's a second job. Side hustles are usually something that you come up with on the side and you want to try to make it work. But like that'd be like a side job. It's just semantics. Maybe I should change the title of just like, yeah, we'll just change the title here. Like you can call about freelance questions. That's what we'll change the title to. So I'll just delete the email, and then you can call the number if you have any questions. All right, I have it open. Nobody has called. If you want to know about business, give it a ring. But I'm gonna read some questions. Do you climb anymore? No. Ever since the gym shut down, the climbing gym, and then they reopened it for members who kept their membership during the time when you couldn't use it. Obviously, I canceled my gym membership if I couldn't use it for 2 months. And then they reopened it, and the people who kept paying for their gym membership get to go for the next like 5 months or 3 months or whatever. I thought that was stupid. I'm not going to pay for a service that I can't use. What technologies you work on? Whatever gets the job done. Is prejudice a thing when it comes to YouTube thumbnails? I have no idea. I don't know what kind of prejudice. Probably. In some of my thumbnails, I have a tiny head. Might be prejudice against that. Should share your WhatsApp number? I don't have it.
Call from.
We got one.
Alex.
What's up, man? How can I help?
Hey, Josh. This is Alex. I emailed a Excel workbook. Wanted to see what you think about it.
It's kind of a risky open.
Is it?
I mean, I have to like download. I don't want to download it. I'm sure you.
Oh, for sure.
You feel.
I can explain.
Okay.
So it's basically an app stack manager, and it's designed to just fill up all the apps I'm going to experience in my life. But then there's the app stack budgeter, and what that's going to do is allow me to just like select different apps for just certain things, like just starting one business, doing one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm using VBA macros. It's the first time.
Mm-hmm. So, how do I help you?
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of cutting out. And you're disconnected. Okay. All right. Well, sorry, dude. What's your main source of income? It's split between a bunch of different things. You got like products. I got affiliates, YouTube ad revenue. I'm trying to do some brand. I'm probably gonna make a digital marketing company soon, where like I do brand building, because that's what I really enjoy, like the psychology of marketing and like growing and being different and differentiating your product and all that stuff. Corporate cringe is, it's cool and stuff, but I think digital marketing is a good skill to have. You make a cool app, right? But if you can't sell it or market it, it doesn't matter. Are IT certifications? IT certifications are. What's a good project to start out? Wait, good project to have to start out as a freelancer? What do you mean? grind through like Gary Vee Media. Except I don't have any people that I'm trying to hire for 32K in New York City. But something like that, yeah. Except, Alex, I sent you the form I'm working on. Alex, I'll open it later. It's risky click.
Call from.
Kurt?
What's up, man? How can I help?
Hey, this is Josh.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, I got a question for you. So I come from a like experiential marketing developer standpoint, where I used to make a lot of pop-up installations and AR VR kind of apps. I want to transition more into like a tech forward lead like role. What would you recommend as far as like getting into like traditional software development?
What's your experience? Like, how much can you code right now?
I use a lot of C#, using like Unity for like AR and VR stuff, and then I recently got into JavaScript to do more of like web AR stuff. So now I know like Webpack and ES6 and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so right now, like your best bet is going to be .NET for software dev. At least for web dev, it's going to be .NET.
Got it.
I don't know.
For more of like a back end type thing.
.NET is like a whole framework, so you can do both. For front end, they use ASPX pages, which is just HTML mixed with C#. So your C# would come from Unity. That's how I got my last job. I did Unity, and I said I can learn C# or I could learn ASP.NET. I've already done C#, and they said okay, cool. And that was how I did it. That's how I do it. And then you have JavaScript, so you can do other integrations if they need like different modern libraries on the front end or whatever. Got it.
And how would like you frame your portfolio in a way where it's like, you know, you're not just like a game engine kind of person?
What do you have in your portfolio right now?
Right now my portfolio is like a lot of weird activation-based events. So we just do like a bunch of like projection mapping and incorporating different like Arduino sensors and things like that, and then also like some virtual reality apps and augmented reality apps that were mostly built in Unity.
Do you have any of these like on like the where they can use it on the web page? Like just test it, play with it? Because it has that thing.
I don't. I think some of the more web AR based stuff that I'm doing now, I could probably update with that stuff.
You just need something for them to play around with, and then you just state what you have and then your intentions. That's mainly it. You just say, hey, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to go, and I think I have the skills that can transfer. It's a separate use, like it's a different use of them, but the skills they transfer. That's how I would do it.
Got it. Cool, man. I appreciate it.
Is that helpful or is that too vague?
No, it's helpful. I mean, definitely some steps moving forward. I mean, what I do now is in advertising, and I work like on a tech team and learning quite a bit. But I would like to work for more like a tech forward company. If that makes sense.
Yeah, well, then the tech forward company would completely understand that people's interests change over time, and they would be like, yeah, sure. Here's a little test. You know, mess with this. Can you do that? And if you could, then you'd be all aboard. People go to different industries within tech all the time.
Got it. And for like these type of companies, like I would assume there'd be like some sort of like whiteboarding, and there should be like anything that I should learn that would give me a leg up in these interviews.
You can kind of skip. So whiteboarding happens, but you can skip it if you get ahead of it. If you get ahead and you say, you know, what are you making? Can I see it? Can I get a little like test of what you work on or where you're going with this? And they're gonna whiteboard you, but it depends on the company. It depends on what they think. I can't predict who's gonna give you one and who's not going to give you one. But most people will. It'll probably just be a take-home test.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but there's
cool, man. I appreciate the insight.
Yeah, at my last job, they were going to whiteboard me. I was going to get a test from the CTO, like a remote call. He was going to be on a laptop watching me do a whiteboard test because he was remote. It was real weird. But then I started like looking at the application in the interview that they were trying to just redo the front end, and I started messing with stuff in the inspector, just moving things around, and they were like, oh, okay, this guy's doing stuff right now, and they just totally let me skip it.
Cool, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the time.
Hope it helps, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks,
All
Dad.
right. See you.
Have a good one.
That was cool. Good night. Josh, what should I learn after JavaScript? What do you mean? Are you done with JavaScript? Even the most senior people aren't done with Java. You can't be done with JavaScript. What should you learn after JavaScript? You should make things. Stop learning things. That's the problem. Everyone's just like, what should I learn? What should I learn? Learn things by making things. Don't just start learning frameworks and keep learning frameworks and like build shit. That's what code is for. Code is to build things. So build things. I think you'll learn a lot. Do you think most digital marketing agencies will go remote? They should. It doesn't make any sense. What does one living in third world need to get a remote job? Just a good portfolio, sales skills.
Call from
Marco.
Yo, what's up, dude? How can I help?
Hey, this is Marco. Well, first of all, I would like to say thanks for making these videos and offering consultation. I really appreciate it.
Sure thing.
So I have a little bit of a problem, not really with a portfolio, but mostly about getting a job. Now, this might sound a little bit weird, but I never really had a job. I have about, I would say, 8 years experience in doing SEO, and I've only had my own SEO sites selling leads and ranking and things like that. But lately I've been applying for jobs and I never really got any response. My CV is just full of portfolios, successful projects I've worked on, so I thought maybe if you could give me some help.
Okay, what's it look like? Like, does it say
Well, I
present?
just
Does
have,
it say CTO, CEO, owner, founder? What's your title right now for your own business?
well, I don't have my own business in my CV. I just have a list of projects that I've worked for with URLs and results and trackers and everything else that really shows the progress. But I never really wrote my, I would say, previous companies I worked for because I only had just one job, but I don't write things like CEO, CDO, and stuff like that.
All right, so this is what you need to do on your resume. You need to write your company name, and then you need to write SEO specialist underneath it. Don't put that your owner, don't put that your founder. Employ yourself underneath on your resume. That way it'll look,
Okay.
I mean, because technically you were working for yourself, so you have to kind of separate that on paper. Put your business name, SEO specialists, Advantage, LLC, whatever, and then your title will be SEO specialist, and then underneath that you'll bullet point out all of the different projects you worked on.
Okay. And I mean, I have about, I would say, 10 projects that are with really high competitive keywords with up to 100,000 searches for business to business with I would say, an AdWords value of about $40 per click. And previously I've had consultation jobs that were working fine. Most of them came from, I would say, people that have referred to me. But I made a very bad move a couple of months ago. I sold all of my lead gen sites that I had, and I started a SaaS company, which isn't doing too well because of the situation right now. And I really need a job because I'm running out of my savings. But I applied for, like, I would say 100 jobs, and none of them ever got back to me.
It's hard to say because I can't visually look at your resume, but it is a numbers game. You don't need 10% people to say yes, right? You just need one. So, especially right now, I could understand that. Are you applying remote, locally? What's going on?
Well, remote would be better because I'll have like a lot of more options to choose from. If I just narrow down to my city, that'll probably be, I would say, just like 15 jobs because I live in a very small city. But since, SEO can be done remotely, I would say it would probably be better to just do it remote.
It sounds like you have a lot of experience, like valuable experience. What are the position titles that you're applying to?
SEO specialist, head of SEO, even junior SEO at this point.
Yeah, dude, I would apply to anything that said digital marketing in it.
Yeah, but the problem is digital marketing usually has social media and Google Ads,
Sure.
which I don't have a lot of experience with.
That's fine. You could learn it, right? Do you think your skills could translate?
Well, yeah, I can try that, but that has a lot of it. It's a very broad job description, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's how it has to be. Like, You might, okay, let's say you apply to something that has the title digital marketer, and then underneath it, it says social media, Google ads, and SEO specialist, right? That's what they need you to take care of. But maybe the job is 90% SEO, 10% the other two. But you wouldn't have ever known that if you didn't apply to it. And
Yeah.
they would pay you to learn the other skills if that's what they need you for. If you say, all right, look, I have some experience with these, you know, that's not really my master area. That's not really, you know, but I can learn it, you know. And this is my outcome on SEO specialist stuff. So as you can see, I do a pretty good job at this. So it's just account management anyways. You just use Buffer or some other program to queue up posts. You're not necessarily doing the content creation. You just look at the reports of engagement, decide what worked and what didn't work. There's a lot of different ways you could go about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious why is there such a high number of companies that ghost applicants? I mean, previously when I talked to business owners, or I mean, a couple of years ago when I sent emails and I always got a response back, but these past couple of months I probably just get one email back out of, I would say, 50 or maybe 100 emails sent, and the result is usually we're not looking anymore, or the position is filled, or stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier to ghost, basically. That's why, like, people that freelance, if you email, most companies don't ever respond because they just ghost it and they think it's like a scam, or it just goes straight to spam mail. It's just a lot easier because every company takes a risk when they decline you of you suing them, pretty much. So if they don't decline you and you never know, then you're not gonna get, you know, you're not gonna get sued. That's why all of those regrets emails, like, we regret to inform you that we've moved on with another applicant, or we're no longer hiring, or whatever. That's why they're so neutral and they don't give you any reason, because you can get sued, right? Let's say, like, you think that they're discriminating because of your height or something, right? You can think that they're discriminating because of whatever reason, but if they just don't ever respond, you don't have anything.
Yeah, I even, at one point, I changed my emails. Instead of them being like, oh, you can check my CV, I have most of my projects listed there, I changed it to be like, this is my result from the project I've worked for. If you guys want, we can have a chat. You don't have to hire me. I just want to present you the results I've been getting.
No, don't say that. Don't say. Why would you say, oh, you don't have to hire me? Let's just have a chat and just leave it at that. I feel like I could add a lot of value to your company.
Because when I used to talk to the business owner, I always get them to agree to something. I don't know why. When they see the results, they're excited and they're ready to get going. But I just have a problem with getting, you know, that first impression. That's the problem.
Yeah. Just say no pressure. Don't say you don't have to hire me, because don't say those words. Just say, well, I'd love to have a chat with you. I feel like I could add a lot of value to your company. I have a lot of experience with it, but it's no pressure, you know. No money involved or anything like that. Just a few minutes of your time. I know you're super busy. I'll keep it super quick.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that. I'll set it up like that.
That's how I would phrase it. It's all about the phrasing, like the finesse of the phrasing. If you say, you don't have to hire me, so eventually when you come in and you say, all right, so what do you think? And like, it's going to be odd because you're kind of going to go backtrack on your word a little bit.
Yeah. And it kind of looks like it's begging a little bit.
Yeah, just say, I think I could add a lot of value to your time, no pressure. That's it.
Yep, cool. Well, I'll set it up right now, and I'll change my emails, and hopefully I'll get something back.
Yeah, man. I hope it helps. Has this been helpful?
Yep, definitely.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for calling. Appreciate you.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, see ya. I almost hit end stream instead of end call. Your resume got me a job, but I'd like your opinion on my portfolio. All right, let's look at it. On how I can get contract. Ricardo, you want to call? Let's talk about it. Let's look at this. Get in touch. All right. Like we've been over something like this similarly. I'll put this on Do Not Disturb real quick so we can look at Ricardo's portfolio. I'll wait till see if he wants to call first. How do you motivate yourself to learn to code? You just do things. You do a lot of things even though you're not motivated. Discipline is how you do things. Growing pains, looking good. Hey, what up? Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. It's like going to school or work. You're not motivated to probably do either of those things, but you still do it. It's the same with code. It's just harder because you're not getting anything out of it, but more mental anguish of thinking this is really hard, pretty much. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. I'll wait for Ricardo here. Then I'll answer some more calls. Let me see. Voicemail, spam, blah, blah, blah. Settings. All right, Do Not Disturb has been activated. Let's look at this real quick. So this is Ricardo's website. Y'all can see it? Okay. So this is where it loads. Should I read marketing books for freelancing? Yeah, probably, yeah. I'd read Cash Advertising. That's a good book. That's what I read. I'm a software engineer based in NYC. None of this matters. Don't, like, if you want to work remote, don't put where you're based. Just put I'm a software engineer. If you put I'm based in NYC, they're immediately going to see this and they're going to be like, oh, well, he's too far away. You know, don't make them have any thoughts like that cross their mind. GK. So if we scroll down, all right, we got the picture. Take the picture off. People discriminate based on everything. And here's a big one, right? Like, obviously, people discriminate on race and gender. But here's a big one. Age. We can see that you're a young fellow here. And, you know, what if, I mean, it's probably good, right? But they could probably think that they could offer you more or less money. Hi, my name is this. This is stuff that you don't necessarily need to put. Skills, methodology, passion, portfolio. This is where you need to link to. Just make this where you land. More projects? No, keep all of these projects loaded. Why would you put your photo on your website? You wouldn't. Don't do this. Take this off. People discriminate, man. This picture doesn't indicate to me whether you can do the job or not. But to other people who are garbage that discriminate, you know, I mean, honestly, you wouldn't want to work at a company that discriminates anyways, but sometimes a job is a job, right? You need to pay those bills. But also, you know, employers at verifying college degrees. I mean, they verified mine. My engineering job verified my degree, but no one else cared. If jobs discriminate on age, should we not have a profile picked on LinkedIn? I wouldn't. I just leave it a gray box. LinkedIn is such bait, dude. LinkedIn requires you to do all these things that give away your age. Why would you want someone to hire you who discriminates against you? People subconsciously discriminate. They do it without knowing that they're doing it. Doesn't make it any better, you know, but like sometimes you just need a job. Like if someone hated my guts because I was 6'2", I wouldn't really care. Just give me the job so I can pay my bills. You know, that's where we're at sometimes with people. But honestly, I wouldn't want to work with people who think that you're less of a person because of whatever reason. It's a featured project that's hosted. Is this the hosted link? Hold on. This is a risky click. Oh, it's hosted. Okay, let's go back. This is a dope background. This is cool. Yeah, this is good to have on there. It's not secure. You might get popped for that one. Josh, wouldn't they eventually find out your age anyways? Yes, they can find out your age anyways, but when you're that far along in the interview process, you know. Low-key height flexing. Why can't I see the code for this one? You can see the code for this one. This one's hosted. Usually the skills section goes on your resume. This is just supposed to be complementary to that. You don't need to put that. Methodology. This might be helpful if the job thinks that this specific methodology is fantastic. Otherwise, what if they read this and they go, oh, we use something completely different. This is terrible. You know, you get those high and mighty senior devs. Josh, how you charge the maintenance fees every first day in the month? You charge the maintenance fees. You offer two options. You give them a lesser amount of a lump sum of money up front. So you could charge $500 a year if you pay that up front, or you could charge $60 a month. So you make more money passively, or you make a little less money, but you get that lump sum up front. So it's your choice. Okay. Passion, this doesn't matter. Like, they expect you to be passionate about it. You can't say that like, everyone says that they're passionate about the job that they're applying to. They expect it. This is something that you would say in a cover letter, not necessarily here. I hope this is being helpful. You should have these projects loaded by default, and then you should load this area by default. This is something that you'd say in an interview, not necessarily on a portfolio. Like, the about you is less important than what you can do. Think about it from a business perspective. Like, that's when you want to hire somebody. If you were the CEO, you'd be like, can this person do the job that I'm hiring him to do? I don't care where he was born. I don't care where he went to school. Can he do the task that I need to get done so that I can make more money and grow my business? That's what's going through people's minds. Not, here's where I was born and raised and here's where I went to school. Like, that's middle talk, right? In the interview, that's just kind of like casual speak. That's not what they want to know up front when they're looking to hire. Is GitHub a meme since companies don't allow you to show their code anyways? Yeah, companies who are like, we need to see an active GitHub. It's like, okay, well, when I had a job that all my code is private, and I had to make a new account, so, I mean, this is stupid. And that's what I said in the cover letter. I said, all my code is private on private accounts that I'm not allowed to show you. I can't show you my active GitHub account. Like, if all the code for my business was public, then it wouldn't be a very good business. Here's our secret sauce. Josh, how much is one-on-one consultation? 1 hour is $400. Because I don't like selling my time, but that's the price. I'd rather do other things, basically. Okay. I hope this is helpful, Ricardo. Resume link. We got the portfolio. Okay. Yeah, all right. Looking good. You have any tips for YouTube? You need to be consistent. After July 27th, they're changing it to 8-minute videos can have mid-roll ads. So you know all my videos about to be a lot shorter and more concise. Because it's hard to make 10-minute videos. But you need that if you do it full time, you know, because you need mid-roll ads to make a living. So after July 27th, mid-roll ads are 8-minute videos. So it's actually 7 minutes and 40 seconds since you get another 20 seconds of an outro. So think about that. Let me make sure that this is responsive real quick. It is in fact responsive. I know you can't see it, but okay. Okay, I'll put the phone number back. Do not disturb has been deactivated. Feel free to call. I want to work with you and learn something and do something in life. Please let me know. What? I did mechanical and now in IT. I want to work with you. I'm not really hiring anybody. What would you like to learn? Consistent 8-minute videos? Yeah, dude. Anybody can make a video for 8 minutes. Talk about anything for 8 minutes.
Call from
Brandon?
Brandon, what's up? How can I help?
Hey, I'm just calling in. I'm really just starting out. I self-taught myself like the basic, all through middle school and high school. I taught myself basic coding, so things like Node.js, HTML, CSS, and now I'm wanting to monetize that through something like Fiverr while I work on my degree.
Okay. So the hardest part about Fiverr is that you have to drive traffic to yourself. And the second hardest part about that is that there's already a bunch of other people that have a bunch of reviews that you don't have. Do you have a strategy to do either of those?
Not really. Like, I'm just starting from scratch here. I don't really know anything about what I'm doing.
So that's going to be the hardest part, is getting people to choose you over somebody else who already has a bunch of reviews, and getting people to even see you. I would recommend like post flyers around where you're going to school. I don't know if that's like if you're actually going, but that's probably a better way to drive traffic than actually just post, like, because it's kind of like Twitch, right? Like Twitch doesn't really promote people unless you get lucky and get on the front page. It's kind of like that for Fiverr. Unless you get lucky, people aren't going to notice you. You're going to be stuck on page 10 of all the people that are offering their web dev services. So how do you differentiate yourself? Like, you could pay for people to go to you with Facebook ads, but again, that you have to have money to make money. What else? Any other ways you've thought about driving traffic?
Through school. So what someone on your server told me to do was actually just look at local businesses on Google Maps and see who doesn't have a website and call them up and ask. I know I tried doing that without asking before. There was a little pizza place that I almost had a website completed for, and then they pretty much came out with one right before I was ready to go show it to them. So I guess calling and asking might be better beforehand.
Yeah. If you just make it like they don't know you, they might, like, what if you have some malware code in there or something like that? I wouldn't trust someone who said, "Hey, I have something for you. Upload it to your server." Like, I don't think you would. Yeah, but that's what I would do. Like, just if you want freelance like that, not on Fiverr, yeah, you look on Google Maps, you look at who doesn't have a website, and then you propose, pretty much. You add a value proposal, what they're missing, why that's a bad thing that it's missing, and what it would look like if they had those things.
Right, like the thing I wanted to do for this pizza place was mobile orders, right? Because they didn't have anything like that, and that was going to be like my value added.
Exactly, and then talk about the ease of being able to order, and then the ease of being able to not have to use a third party, and why using a third party, it's not good to depend on other people. You want to keep that in-house, but sometimes third-party services are okay, but there's benefits, right? If you collect emails in-house and you keep those orders, then you can email out a special for a dinner or something.
Right. Okay, thanks for your time.
Does it help?
Yeah, that's about all I have to ask.
Oh, also, if you want to drive traffic to yourself on Fiverr, you got Facebook groups. Facebook groups is really popping off these days. Facebook's pushing ads all over the place. I see them on YouTube, my phone, everywhere. I would post in Facebook groups, but don't be too much of a shill. Try to add value first. Be like, "Hey guys, I noticed that you guys were asking about this. Here's my solution. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, I can make this for you." Because it already has traffic.
Yeah.
It's all about momentum, pretty much. Yeah, and you need reputation, so you need at least someone to vouch for you, pretty much. Like, you could probably go make a website for someone, anyone. Just do it for free. Have them review you on Fiverr.
Yeah. Actually, right now I'm cloning Shopify with some people.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
I hope it helps.
All right, cool. Thanks. That's all I have.
Yeah, dude. All right, man. Have a good one.
Discord, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See ya. That was a little bit fuzzy of a connection, but I think it was pretty good. Taking my call. If you ever need any help with SEO, let me know. Hey, thanks, dude. I hope it helps. I think there's a lot of opportunity. Like, if you expand out past that SEO position. We got another one. How do I send my resume? Ricardo, I got your portfolio. Okay, got another
Call from
Mario.
Oh, what's up, Mario? How do I help?
Hey Joshua, how are you, man?
I'm good. Can you mute me in the background? I hear myself.
Oh no, I muted you. Yes.
Yeah, just mute me in the back.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So let me tell you my question now. So I want to get into UI UX design.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think? Do you think it's like a
a good career choice? Like, is there going to be like a lot of jobs in the future, or is it going to be less interfaces? What do you think of that?
I mean, there's a certain creative buffer for every idea, and what I mean by that is like, someone has a great app idea, they might not have a great design for that app idea, but they know what they want it to do. You're there to fill in that gap as a UI UX designer. Will there be more jobs? I don't really think that's the right question. It's not like you can work 100 jobs at a time. I think what really comes down to is your portfolio to say, hey, look, this is what this business looked like before they got me. This is what it looks like after. This is how I improved their user interface. That's what matters most.
Okay, okay. Because I was reading online that there might be like less interfaces, more voice. There's going to be less UI. There's going to be more UI that's voice instead of interfaces. That's what I was reading, and someone was saying on Reddit that it's not a good career path because it's going to be less interfaces, less designing, and more coding. And so I was wondering, what's your thought on it? That's it.
Yeah, Reddit's a meme, dude. Reddit is a giant meme, and Reddit hates everything. So I would just ignore Reddit. If you don't agree with Reddit, then
Yeah,
nothing is ever true. If you either agree or
I
you're wrong.
agree. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, will it happen? Sure. Yeah, a lot of people are using more and more voice all the time. That it's not pragmatic all the time to just look at your phone and be like, scroll down, click top left button. Like, it's just not pragmatic. It's quicker, it's easier, like maybe over time, but not everyone is in a situation where they can just talk and give it voice,
Yeah, I understand.
like
Okay,
what if you had to log
yeah,
into your
great.
bank account, and you had to give
Yeah,
my password is 483, like, doesn't make a lot
yeah,
of sense.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
Okay, that's all. I have no questions there. Thank you so much.
I hope it helps.
It helps a lot. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Bye. Have a good one. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Thanks. What do you think about using a template for your portfolio? Yeah, definitely use your template for your portfolio. Your portfolio is not a project that you should just make actual projects, okay? Just get your portfolio up, keep it simple, and spend the time. What's your favorite rapper? I don't have a single favorite rapper, bro. I got lots of them. UX is a fake job. If UX is a fake job, then lean manufacturing is a fake meme. Okay? Because it's the same thing, just with a user interface. Lean manufacturing is, hey, can we take this middleman process out and just connect these two? Whereas UI is, hey, can we take this page out and just connect these two? It's the same thing. UX is not a meme. UX is actually everything. It's psychology. Okay, let's look. This is another one.
Call? Okay. I've sent the colored voicemail.
Rip. We tried. Just a handful of people earn good money on you. You know everyone? You know everyone and how much they make? What book would you suggest to learn code? Don't books are, I don't know. I'm not that type of person, so I don't know. I don't have any answers. Got another one.
Call from.
August.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing, Josh?
I'm good, man. How can I help?
So, I had called you a couple months ago, and at that time I just got a new job, and it has been almost 4 months, and I still feel not enough for my job, and I stress about it. And when I talk to my manager, he says I'm doing good, but I, I'm not very feeling enough. Like, I work as a software tester, so how should I approach this? Should I apply for the other jobs, or should I try to grind and learn it? Well, they didn't give us a proper training, or there's no proper documentation. So how should I approach? You know what I mean?
What's the current title?
Software QA engineer.
And what do you want to be?
I want to stay as a software QA engineer for a while.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm working right now. I'm getting paid good, but I feel stress every day on me. Like, I feel like not enough.
yeah, it
It has
sounds
been
like imposter syndrome.
What syndrome?
Imposter syndrome, where you feel like you're not good enough.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody tells me, for example, it's like, "Oh, go to the like RDC box." I'm like, when I first joined, I was like, "Oh my God, what is the RDC box?" You know, I was stressing about it, and every day I'm learning a new thing, but I'm still stressing about it. I want to just get rid of that stress. Should I look for other jobs, or should I try to keep my job? Or
That stress translates to every job. Every single
Really?
job you will feel, yeah, because every single job requires an initial learning curve. When they say, hey, do this thing in the code base, you're going to be like, I don't know where that thing is. Oh no, why did they hire me? That's not fair. They're not looking at it the same way you're looking at it. Everybody needs a ramp up time, and everybody's learning. Like unless you were the CTO that started the code base of the company, it's like almost impossible to expect that sort of like, snappiness from the start. It will happen at every job, and it will go away over time, but it will always like be there. You, instead of like getting over it, you just learn to be with it. I don't know how to explain it. You just learn to just sit with it and be like, huh, I don't know how to do this. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's not an
So,
easy answer, but a new job is not the answer for sure, because it will follow you.
Yeah. Like when my manager asks me something, I really answer in a cool way. People think I know like a lot, but at the same time I struggle. Sometimes like I watch YouTube videos like a couple hours, like I'm
Pretty
like
normal.
very normal.
Pretty normal, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, if anyone claims to just know everything, ever, all the time, like, run away, dude. You never want to be the smartest person in the room. That's not a good look. Like, if the smartest person in the room probably needs to leave and go find a new room, right? Everyone should just be like learning all the time.
Okay. So thank you for your answer. Yeah, I will work on it
I hope
better.
it helps. I mean, like, you don't have to work on it. You don't have to get over it. You don't have to work on it. You just have to become comfortable with, dare I say, feeling uncomfortable, or like the more okay you feel with feeling dumb, the easier your job will be.
Yeah, sometimes I read online and I see some memes. They're like even like the senior developers struggle almost every day or like once a week. I'm like, I guess it's normal.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so normal. Everybody struggle buses, and everybody's thinking the same thing as you, but no one wants to talk about it because nobody wants to look dumb, because they all have a bunch of pride, and then they think, oh, the company's gonna fire us. Like, if the company knew how to do what you do and figure stuff out, they would do it themselves. They wouldn't hire you.
Yeah, true.
And I hope it helps.
All right. Yeah, I will. It supports me really. Like I understand. Like everybody feels uncomfortable, but like it's a normal thing. Okay.
It's normal, and it usually never goes away. It just like it just gets less. It's like loud at first, a real loud noise in your head and how you feel, and then that noise just kind of gets quiet. It's like turning the volume down, like it's still there, it's still on in the background, but it's just not so quite as loud. That's how that feeling feels.
It never goes away. Even like you have tons of experience. You're like the Scrum Master or like some Master of Master.
I mean, I have no idea. I have not achieved that, but I can tell you that I feel the same way you do at your job, that I like me doing YouTube. I don't feel like I'm good at YouTube. I feel like I have no idea what the F I'm doing every single day, dude. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I don't know how to get better. Like, what you feel is how I feel on YouTube right now, and I think people would consider me successful, and I feel like almost I have no idea. I have like some semblance of where I want to go, but like I figure it out every day, just like you.
Okay, so I guess that's kind of relaxing for me.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're humble. You're humble. You're staying a student, which is good. It's better to be a student than to put yourself up here on this pedestal and get knocked off.
Yeah. All right, boss. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, man. Hope it helps.
Thank you. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Welcome to, I don't want to say I'm Dr. K, right? But Dr. J. Just kidding. Dr. K he's pretty dope. I've been watching a lot of Dr. K podcasts. He's pretty chill. How do you figure out if the company's code is good? You're not really gonna know that. You get asked to look at it, but NDAs and stuff. What'd you do with your hair loss? Finasteride, minoxidil. Okay. Hope this content is motivational at least.
Call from.
Welcome. How can I help?
Hey, Josh.
What's up?
So I had more like a marketing type question, if you will. So my business partner and I have a product, and I built all of it. He does like all the business stuff. And so we recently rolled out like a premium option because we need to start making money. We've noticed that when we like advertise the product and things like that, we get a bunch more users, and then most of the people that we got from advertising end up leaving the service and stop using it. So I guess my question was like, what's a good marketing strategy to retain users and to get people to like purchase our subscriptions and things like that? Because advertising hasn't really been working.
I mean, this is like a really, it's a deep question because number one, I don't know what your product is. And I don't know what your payment options are.
Yeah, of course. So we have money. We have probably like $600 budget right now.
Mhm.
We've probably spent $500 on advertising already, which hasn't really done us much good, to be honest with you. And so we're willing to spend the money and advertise, but we're to the point now where it's not really working or doing us much good.
What does your product do?
Well, we have a couple of different products, but the main one we're focusing on in advertising right now is it's a multi-social application. So it's a Slack bot, it's a Discord bot, it has Twitch functions, it has Twitter functions, and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And so you just need to keep them on the app?
Yeah, so it's more like a service that works within other apps. So like it works as a Discord bot, or it's a Twitch bot, things like that. So basically what happens is I'll use Discord as an example because that's the platform with the most functionality right now. So someone would invite the bot to their Discord server, set it up, and then after like a day or 2 days or 3 days, they would then remove the bot. So we're not retaining anything that we're getting from that advertising that we're doing.
So is your advertising, does it have a list of demos? Like, do you have a list of different use cases that they can see it in action working?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, have you reached out to the people that uninstall the bot?
We don't collect that data, so it's kind of hard to.
You don't collect emails?
We don't know.
Oh,
I mean, that
bro.
kind of breaks terms of most of the services that the app works with. So
Bro, you gotta collect
it's kind of
emails.
hard.
You gotta collect texts or like phone numbers or emails. You gotta collect one or the other. You gotta be able to reach your clients. That's like a huge thing.
It's
like,
just, yeah, of course. My only concern with that is like, I'll keep using Discord as an example. Like that would, I'm pretty sure data collection like that would break their terms. So I'm not sure how we would go about that with staying within.
No, don't do it through the bot. You do it through the purchase or the free download of the bot. So like, just keep it behind an email wall or something like that. Please give us your email.
So
log
like,
in to download.
So, I see. I guess it's a little challenging because like invites work through Discord and not through us, or whatever the platform is, Twitch or
Well, you make it gated
like,
so that they can't see how to do it without giving you some way to contact them.
Yeah, that's that. I think that's easier to do for paid users, but we could probably think of. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Just like even like news websites make you log in to see just their page,
that's
you
true.
know?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. We could also maybe like, would you recommend doing like a monthly newsletter or something that we would send out to our users, collect emails and send it out to them explaining the new updates and what we've worked on within that time period or something like that?
You're not going
to keep them engaged with our product.
That'd be more like remarketing and seeing if something would be willing to bring them back to the bot. So you might be able to bring them back to it, but you're not going to get new users. Like
Yeah. Of course.
also, email open rates are pretty low. You'd have a better shot at text marketing. That's why Gary Vee collects text messages, and all these other people collect your phone. You know, it says text me, and I'll text you back. He's never going to text you. You know, like he just wants your phone number to market to. So
yeah,
you got to at least get emails. You got to have some way to reach the customers to have insight so that you can adapt.
Okay, that makes sense. And then, so if like a specific person, I don't know how we track that, but if a specific person were to like remove the service, we would just contact them maybe and ask like why, or.
Yeah, I mean, think about like an antivirus. You know, when they uninstall it, it pops up and says, "Why did you do this?" I know that doesn't really work in Discord, but like if you see that it's uninstalled somehow, then I would email and be like, "Hey, is there anything with the bot that you did or didn't like, and how could we improve it?" That's all I'd say.
How could we improve it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
What would
right,
get
cool.
you to reinstall it? Maybe phrase it like that.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. Yeah.
Hope it helps.
All right, man. I appreciate the help. No, that's it.
Okay, cool, man. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Honey says, "Notice me, senpai." What's up, dude? Is WordPress good enough for freelancing? Yeah, for sure. What's this product called? I guess you didn't want to show, which I respect that actually. This is someone who's applying to a job, going to do interview face to face, so eventually we'll show face or age before. No, you might do a Skype call or something like that, but the fact is, you don't get to an interview and someone goes, "Oh, this guy's like 25," in the call, right? Like nobody says that. Eventually they'll know your age, but they don't actually know your age until they run a background check, and they don't run a background check until they give you an offer, because background checks cost money. So if you look young, but you're actually like old, and vice versa, you know? I hope this is helpful. All these people say that this content is really boring, and this is the content this is the content that people pay money for. You guys just want fast and easy money. How is get emails illegal? It's very normal. Anytime you log in with Facebook or log in with Gmail, they collect your email. Very normal. Ricardo wants his resume reviewed. All right, hold. Do you use Bootstrap? I just use whatever works. How much does a UI UX designer get per month? $1.2 million, KC Vlog, so I don't know why you're not doing that. The boring stuff is the stuff of value, right? It's not. The secret sauce is always the boring stuff. It's just. Okay. Let me blur out some things. Who said it's boring? Some guy was spamming. Is this an... Enrolled. Let's see. I gotta take this phone number off. Take that off. Take that off. That off. One second. You remember names of people? Yeah, GK's always here. GK's here, always trolling. GKZ specifically. How's a career in test automation? I have no idea. Sean, I appreciate the kind words. Okay, no HR lady. She's busy, bro. She gotta do work. Make sure that this dude doesn't get doxxed. No, I don't think I missed anything. Okay. Anything else up here? No, we're good. All right, so we got the skills up top. That's good. Skills up top, but I would organize these. That's the main thing. So you have a front end skill, a back end skill, language, back end. So you have a lot of stuff here that you need to organize this into front end and back end at least. Languages, I think that's fine, but you can put that more down here. You have projects. You need to link to this project. If it's a web app for managing factoring machines, why can't I see it? You gotta link it, bro. I need a link to the code, and I need a link to the host. Same thing for this. Create a console client. Okay, you can't really link to that, but you could maybe do a picture or a video. What up, DJ Rise? Do you think interviewers in India mostly hire people who are positive and say they can work? I have no idea. I've never interviewed in India. Would you rather take a harder job for more money or easier job for less money? What defines a hard job? Because if you say more hours, you'd be wrong. What defines harder? Mental exertion? The people you have to deal with every day? It's a hard question to answer. He's just joshing around. All right. And then these descriptions here, they need to like create a back office web app for managing. Okay, you should take intern off. Always take intern off. If you're an intern, take it off. You're going to get lowballed. This happened. Some dude DM'd me on Instagram the other day. He said, I was getting paid $22 an hour at my internship and, or $28 an hour at my internship. And I just got a job offer for, $50K. It's like, bro, that's a huge difference. They lowballed him because he had intern on his resume. I was like, you shouldn't have told him you were an intern. You should have said part-time developer, and they would have paid you way more. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you need help? You need a Tinder review? So you have a link for that one. That one's good. Developed using Scrum methodology. What did that add? Use Docker. I guess that's good. That's fine. Oh, you just need links to this stuff. Johnny 5. Okay. You have enrolled. I would just put expected year of graduation there. Everything else is fine. You're missing a summary statement. My name is Ricardo. I'm a software developer looking for opportunity. Is WordPress good enough? Yes. Okay. Let's go back. Would you recommend requesting a 3-day weekend? Do you work there or do you not work there? If you request a 3-day weekend before you start the job, good luck. If you work there and say, hey, I'd like to do 4 10s, they might say, oh, okay. How does being 30 feel like? I'm not 30. I'm 29 until Friday. I will be 30 on Friday. Can you please dab? What up? What skills do I put in my Tinder portfolio? You know what to put. Education below project? Seriously? Yeah, okay. Education goes at the bottom of your resume. Your degree doesn't mean that you can add value to my company. Let's say if I was hiring you and I said, hey, I need you to make this mobile web app for GrindReel. We're going to do a social media thing. And you say, oh, I graduated from here. I'm going to say, that's cool. I don't really give a shit, but can you make my app? That's why it goes at the bottom. That's what companies think. They say, oh, that's cool and all, but can you make my app? Dude, I need to change my shirt. Old man, confirmed. I need a cane. I need a walker. Height skills? Yeah, height skills are usually a big one that you want to put on Tinder. You want to be, yeah. Do you feel mentally old? No, I don't think so. I don't feel 30. I feel like 20. Feel the same as I felt when I was 20. Freelance cybersecurity, it's real hard because you're going to be like, oh, I found all these bugs in your software. Pay me and I'll fix them. It's kind of hard to freelance cybersecurity because it sounds more like blackmail. Yeah, but you are not a giant company. Giant companies do the same thing. I know in India, they very much value the school that you go to and the degree that you have, but think about it. Just use your brain for a second. Does your degree mean that you can make the product that my specific company is making and make it better and make me more money? Does your degree do that? No, it doesn't. Your degree taught you whatever your degree taught you. It doesn't teach you anything. Your degree didn't teach you shit about my company and what we do here. Because it's my company, not college. Your degree means more if you graduate from a good college. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It means more if you graduate from a good college to people that care about if it's a good college. You could be like, I graduated from MIT. I'm going to be like, that's cool. Can you make this though? Because that's why I'm hiring you. I'm hiring you to make something so that I can make more money. Your background doesn't matter to me. That's what happens when you apply to a job. Would you recommend dropping out? I don't know what is going to happen to you if you drop out. If you apply to a job and you happen to have like a boomer HR person or a boomer hiring manager that goes, oh yeah, I like that college football team. Yeah, so I appreciate that you graduated from that college. So yeah, you have an upper hand. Like, oh, you graduated from there? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I have a grandson that went over there. It has to be from somebody that cares about the college that you graduated from. How's your father? I don't know, bro. I don't talk. Stop spamming. Okay. What else we got? Please review my resume with the ultimate spam. And hide on channel. Oof. Let's see. It's been an hour and 17 minutes. Holy moly. I'll answer a few more questions, then I'm going to go do some things for the day. Have another video for tomorrow. It's called Boomer Bosses. Mega boomer bosses. I got a lot of clueless bosses out there. Josh, can you reverse the linked list? Why do I need to do it? I can pay someone else to do it. You guys can do it. Someone else can. I don't need to be able to do it. That's the meme. Thanks for being here, friends. Hope that you've learned a thing or two today. Oof, no, let's do this. That's way better. Isn't Angular the right framework to start with? No, there's no right framework to start with. You gotta do 5 push-ups? Actually, no. No, I didn't see any new members. According to you, how important is data structures and algorithms? It depends on the company. It depends on the job that you do. Do you need them? Maybe you should know them. Are you making React components? Probably don't need to know. But salary varies in India according to college. I know, it super sucks. It super sucks. That's just a problem. Like, you have to go to a big name college to get a big salary, which really just means that the college students should just realize and call these people out on their bullshit. I'd be like, look, yeah, I know it's not the college that whatever is high tier, but you know what I can do is I can make you some money. I could build this app faster than anyone else from one of these big colleges right here because I know how to do it, right? Like, you got to sell yourself just because you have a college on your resume, whatever, right? Sell yourself. That's cool. That's cool. He may have went to that college, but I can actually build stuff, which makes you more money. What you gonna pick, me or him? Have you heard of a company called Reviture? What's your opinion? I have a whole video on Reviture. It's called What Reviture Isn't Telling You. Do a Kit Boga style interview with one of the $10 a month India companies? Probably, I could. I might call them up. Have you ever tried Bug Bounty? That's not fun for me. How much of a pay increase should I ask or expect for 1 full year at the same company? Cindy, you're not going to get much of a raise other than 5%. If you want more money, go get a different job. If you've been at a job for 6 months, that's plenty of time. Go get a new job. You just can't do that for more than like 10 years. Like once you start getting to like upper 30s or, you know, 10 years into your career, when you still have that amount of job hopping, it doesn't look good. But when you're new to the industry, job hop your way to a good salary and then find a way to settle down at one company. But even big companies like Goldman. Yeah, but big companies are trash, bro. Hard pass. Big companies are where you go to lose your soul. But you do you, fam. You got to stream on your birthday? Maybe. Do you still work a coding job? No. I just do content creation, roasting, corporate. It's kind of great. Nah, I don't work a coding job. Coding as a job is not fun for me. I'm more of a marketing guy. I like video, marketing, social media, branding, sales. You guys could code. I'm more of a bigger picture, I have the idea guy. I don't want to code for 40 hours a day or a week. It's more like per day. I don't want to code 40 hours a week and not even be able to get to control the end product. They just give you a new project to code. Like, oh, hold on. I want to code something because I want to make a product and then do the other stuff with it. I don't want to code it and then just be given another thing to code. That's the difference. Also, I'm just too good of an employee. Most companies just, they said that I was just the best employee, so. Companies that close a position while you're in the process of doing a test. Yeah, that's pretty crappy. My birthday's on Friday. Sipping on that Coca-Cola Extra. Hey, look. It's 0, sir. You plan on creating your own company? I have my own company. We got 5 push-ups now. Alright, I'll do 5 push-ups. How you manage burnouts? The hard thing with burnouts is that you don't get burnt out. You gotta stop before you get burnt out. Bouncing back from burnout is way harder. I heard you do 5 push-ups. Alright. Hold on. Behind the scenes. We'll do 5 push-ups. Hold on. I don't have any room. Hi, dog. Alright, we got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, y'all dogs, are y'all sleeping? Y'all woke up the dogs with the push-ups, bro. Okay, you believe in a 9 to 5? No, I think that's stupid. There's no reason to work 8 hours a day as a coder, bro. Makes no sense. Elias, thanks for joining. I don't want to code 40 hours a day. Do you regret getting mechanical engineering in college? Next time do triangle push-ups. That wasn't part of the agreement. Is it necessary to do a master's in machine learning? No, you just need some really kick-ass projects. You woke up the dog, you should just shame yourself. Exactly. Let's see. When you were fat, could you do 5 push-ups? Nah, bro. Thoughts on Python 3? I don't think about Python 3. Strats for self-taught web devs. Pedro, you got to go to Free Code Camp or the Odin Project. Start there. It's free. Always start free. Don't pay to learn to code unless you really think you need to. Let's see. They want to go. They want to leave. Probably go outside. All right. I think that's it for today's stream. If you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it, maybe leave a like. I appreciated talking to you guys on the phone. Did you guys get value? Would you want to talk more, do more consultations? Do you mentor older dudes who want to switch careers? I used to teach code and do all that stuff, but not anymore. I don't really do that. I used to, though. Okay. What service does your company offer? It offers digital media creation for myself, but it could be for other people too. I could teach other people how to build a brand or do YouTube or edit videos or film videos or how to talk in front of the camera or how to edit their audio or their video or set up a personal branding website or different sites to use e-commerce with or what sells and what doesn't sell or how to price your products or your services or do consultations. I do a whole bunch of stuff. I just do it for me. Okay. You only help junior guys get careers? No, I don't mentor. What were the free coding courses? The Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. Here you go. How much you charge for consultation? 400. I don't do them that much. How'd you go about hosting a portfolio? I hear hosting locally is a good way to get DDoSed, but paying host, like, wait, who's gonna DDoS you? It's your personal project, like, you're applying to jobs. Josh, it's a good idea to be a developer, save money, and get into property. Why not do both? Did you design the ad yourself? Yes. I do everything you see on this channel. I have never outsourced a single thing. Also clever. Alright, yeah. I'm out. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for giving me a piece of your Tuesday. I'm probably gonna go get some Buffalo Wild Wings. Because this Tuesday's Double Wing Tuesday. Yeah, that sounds delicious. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll be back Thursday. Maybe Friday. But again, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you. Check out the stuff. Check out the stuff over there. Let me find a song to leave you guys with. We'll do this. I love you guys. Peace out.